So today I've been thinking about, a little upset with what's happening with independent journalist Steve Baker. Have you heard of him? No? Funny how MSNBC, CNN, the mainstream media, they're not talking about him. But he is a symptom of our very fundamental rights are under assault right now by this regime. He is an independent journalist who was at an event that I can't even say the name, or else the YT algorithmic masters will slap a Wikipedia thing on here. I'm just going to say that certain event that was Juliet Foxtrot. He was there in the Capitol building documenting it as a journalist. There is footage there that shows him standing, taking pictures, taking notes. In fact, when that day was over, he went to the FBI and offered the FBI his footage. His footage was used in the HBO documentary. His footage was even reviewed by the, the Congressional Clown Show that looked into reinforcing their narrative of Juliet Foxtrot. Well, today he was taken into custody by the FBI, put into handcuffs and shackles to appear before a judge for misdemeanor charges. Misdemeanor charges. Never in the history of the FBI have they prosecuted someone for misdemeanor. The FBI only does felony. In fact, hell, here in Los Angeles County under George Soros-backed George Gaston, they won't arrest you for a misdemeanor. You can commit all the misdemeanor crimes you want all day long. There's no. But for a journalist who his video footage has embarrassed the Capitol Park Police, has upset the narrative of their agenda, they will use the full power of the federal government to come after us. Well, the First Amendment, which is our freedom of speech, it's also the freedom of the press, is in danger right now. That's pretty upsetting. It's disturbing. Yeah, and that's the thing. This true travesty and this hypocrisy. Did you know that the fifth person through the broken window in the Capitol was a New York Times reporter? There was also a New Yorker reporter who was present who went in through that broken window. Funny how they didn't get arrested. Funny how the independent journalist who now goes to work for Glenn Beck and The Blaze, they're the ones being prosecuted. But hey, if you tote the line, you're fine. Well, I'm aware that the conversation of an American journalist being arrested by the American government for simply reporting on an event is a fun, lighthearted affair to be talking about. But it's just yet another example of how our fundamental God-given rights are under assault in this country today. People might say, well, you're just a dog walker. You don't know what you're talking about. Or better yet, you're just parroting Fox News talking points. Well, in my nearly 5 decades of being an American and living in this country, I remember a time before the Patriot Act. I remember a time when Americans were entitled to privacy. I remember a time when there wasn't secret FISA courts. I remember a time when an American sitting president was simply accused of playing part in having their political office burglarized. They were under threat of impeachment. They resigned in disgrace. Yet we had a sitting U.S. president, and this was proven, use the intelligence services to spy on his political opponent. And nothing happened. The American people were fed a load of BS. Half the population seems to consume it. The other half is just plain ignorant, too distracted by the screens in front of their face. Hey, as long as you got cuties on Netflix, what do you care what's happening? It's a shame. It's scary to see happening. And I gotta tell all the useful idiots out there, resistance doesn't come from a hashtag and a bottle of hair dye. Resistance isn't looting the Nike store. That's just useful idiocy. And when this regime decides to put the boot to our throat, the first people they come after are the useful idiots. Then they'll come after the rest of us. So, on that happy note, something to chew on. And barring the fact that this video may one day be used against me for my hateful thought crimes against the regime trial, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the next one. And no, Hillary, I'm not suicidal. I'm just putting this out there. But I might be crazy. Thanks for watching.